Today I'm going to be bringing you blackened chicken Alfredo. You can also use shrimp if you would like and prefer, or you can do both. You can do shrimp and you can do chicken. It's entirely up to you. This is a copycat version that my family seems to love, and I have tried many a recipe, believe me, many a recipe. And I'm tired of the processed stuff in the stores. Do not like it whatsoever. This is really good, something you can do at home for your families or yourself. Again, if you need help in adjusting the recipe, just get with me. It's usually cut it in half if it's for one or two. But this recipe, I'm telling you, is about as close as I could get. And it's as if they're eating at Olive Garden, and they just love it, and they seem to always want it. So let's get started. First of all, this is a blackening season. I usually use a Tony's, but I was unable to find, probably during the quarantine and all. That's a pretty popular item. If you can't find it, hey, I made my own. And so this baby right here, it will be linked to the description below on my channel. So tune in, check that one out. And this is good on anything from chicken to shrimp, pork chop, anything you want to blacken. So think blackening, what you want to blacken, that's your baby. So then we're going to move on. You're going to need half a cup of a Parmesan, half a cup of a Romano cheese, and then about a 2 tablespoon flour, tablespoon of a garlic powder, 6 tablespoons of an unsalted butter. The pepper and salt are for taste. And then you can either use about a 1.5 cup of course, a cream, and I use heavy cream, and or 1.5 cup, you use them both, 1.5 cup of a milk, and that's any type of milk. Or, hey, we are making Alfredo, and nobody said that Alfredo wasn't divine, and it consists of course, a cream base, butter, flour, those wonderful things. So you know it's gonna be rich. So, hey, I'm doing 3 cups here. 3 cups of a heavy cream. So not half and half, but heavy. Then you're gonna need about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of a fettuccine, or you can use any pasta basically. Okay, and another thing, I use 3 to 4 boneless, skinless breasts. Again, you wanna add 1 pound of shrimp with this, and the sauce is plenty, it's enough. And you're gonna be mopping this up. I'm telling you, we will lick the bowl. The sauce is so good. My family just, like I said, it's a winner. So again, and if you don't wanna do that and you're in a hurry, rotisserie works just fine. Medium to medium high heat. We're gonna make sure this pan gets really hot. You're gonna get ready to throw in that 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So, you're gonna let this get hot. Throw in that butter. So the butter is coming along really nice and melted. So now what we're gonna go on and do is we're gonna go on and add a tablespoon of the garlic. If you have garlic or minced garlic, like I've stated in a lot of my videos, use it with this, pandemic going on and quarantine and all that mess. Every time I go to the market, I seem to forget. Garlic powder works just fine, so it's up to you. So minced, you'd probably need about a good 4 clove garlic, and in this dish, or a tablespoon of the garlic powder. So once you do that, we're gonna get this mixed up. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do 2 tablespoons flour to this dish. Now here's, I change over from the spoon and I start to bring out that whisk. This is a roux. So we're working on a roux. It's the base of this wonderful, good stuff that's about to go down. All right, so then to this, we're gonna go on and we're gonna add slowly 3 cups of cream. Or again, that's a heavy cream. You can do 1.5 cup heavy cream and 1.5 cup of any type of milk. You decide, be the judge of what your family and you would want. And again, I got this on about a medium heat. So we're gonna get this goodness going and stir it all up. Now you're gonna wanna get started on that pasta, so get started on that pasta. And again, it's about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of any type of pasta. We prefer a fettuccine Alfredo. So what you'll do is you'll just get a big old pot, start boiling that water. I do about a tablespoon of salt, I guess. Let it get all boiled up and good, and then throw down that pasta at 10 to 12 minutes. And if you want to omit meat and no meat at all whatsoever, do spinach, like fresh spinach at your local grocer, and a mushroom. That is divine in this. So again, no meat, do a spinach, do a mushroom. Or add the spinach and the mushroom and the chicken and the shrimp. You make this what you want. This stuff, I'm telling you, you're not gonna go wrong. So you're not gonna wanna burn that cream again. You got this going and it's really bubbly. We're gonna start adding the cheese. So it's gonna be about 1/2 cup of the Parmesan going up in there. Get that nicely mixed around. And 1/2 cup of a Romano. Now, again, you'll probably see my cheese. Yes, it's this, it's a powdered type of a cheese. You can do this, you can do fresh. It's up to you. Fresh tends to be a little bit more stringy when melted on this dish. And again, we're looking for Olive Garden Copycat. So, you know, it also makes it a lot more rich. But, you know, you do you. If you want to go fresh, go fresh. You'll find that down your cheese aisle. Added the pepper and some salt. I do about a half a teaspoon pepper, half a teaspoon salt. You do it to your taste. If you don't like pepper and you don't want salt, omit it. But, you know, it's one of those that adds just that extra goodness and, you know, provides a little color and flavor. So it's really good in this dish. And again, this is going to start to thicken and you're going to want it to start bubbling, and you'll know what to look for. Want to tend to somewhat stick to the sides there on you, and some of that cheese you'll see. Make sure you get all that out. You know, you want to completely work your dish over with the whisk or whatever have you, if you have a wooden spoon or any type of spoon, and just do not let it stick to the sides, because then what'll happen is it'll tend to burn, and you don't want that. So, and it'll get curdy on you. But as you can see, look, this cheese is thickening, and that is what we are looking for. We're gonna add this sauce to the pasta. If you don't wanna do this, then you know what? You can do it on top. If you don't like that and you wanna layer it on top, go ahead. But that wonderful goodness is going up in that pot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this all together. All right, you guys, so we have the chicken blackened. Look at that, get in there, see that beautiful chicken? Oh my goodness, it looks so, so, so good. What we're gonna do is let this sit and rest. It has to have an internal temp of about 165 for poultry, that's any poultry. So again, I cook in the oven about 375 for a good 20 minutes. Then I blacken on top of my stove top, because we want to see these mark, you know, kind of like a mark, and it also, but mainly it gives it a crispy outer edging, and that's what we're looking for, crispy outer edging. This chicken has been resting for about a good 10 to 12 minutes. So what I'm going to show you is we're just going to kind of like just go along here, and we're going to carve some nice little strips. It's pretty good for in this One Blonde Chef kitchen, and it's coming to you in your kitchens. So tune in for more. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I can't wait to see what's next. Thanks for supporting me. God bless.